Hi YouTubers, it's Smoke Nessie, Cecily Thanks for today. So I'm in the garage again for another video. It's actually kind of late at night right now. It's about 10:30 at the night time, so I'm actually going to be doing another premium cigar review right now. So I just smoked a cigar and I want to review it. This is actually the second cigar review in a day, can't believe it. So I want to do a cigar review right now. This is going to be another Padron. Now, I just smoked this cigar. It's going to be the Padron series Churchill Maduro. Sounds familiar? Because I reviewed the Natural a few hours ago, like 4 or 5 hours ago. Now, this is going to be a 6.9 by 46, exact same size, exact same cigar, except that it's the Maduro version. This is the Maduro version of the Churchill Padron series. Excuse me. So, I want to review the cigar right now. Okay, the first third, when you light this up, you get a big blast of dark roasted coffee, pepper, dark chocolate, and cocoa. So, very similar to the Natural, except the taste you get out of it in the first third is heavier. It's not necessarily stronger, but it's a more deeper coffee, a more deeper roasted coffee. Has more of that deeper. It reminds me of drinking a stronger cup of coffee, as compared to the Natural, which was more, not milder, but it was more subtle. It had more of a more lighter coffee-like taste. Very similar though. So you get some dark chocolate, some cocoa. It does have more of a chocolate taste than the Natural, which is typical of Maduros in my experience. The second third is smooth, buttery smoke, cocoa, coffee, chocolate. So second third, the dark roasted coffee really drops off, but it's replaced with a very nice, buttery, smooth, very well aged, I can tell it's aged, tobacco, very nice cocoa and chocolate. The second third is a very nice complementary chocolate and cocoa. It's not very strong, actually. The first third was probably medium to full-bodied. Excuse me. Excuse me. The second third is more subtle, actually much more milder. Has much more of a milder, smoother, slick chocolate taste. The last third is coffee, smooth, tobacco, pepper. So last third, you do that coffee, that dark roasted coffee, really starts to amp up again. You get more of that smoothness, that tobacco, that pepper. The pepper is really strong, especially at the band point. Very good. Overall strength, mild to medium, so it's about the same strength level or nicotine level as the Natural. So not as strong as the Ambassador, which was stronger in terms of nicotine. The retrohaling is coffee, pepper. One thing about this, the Maduro version, I can say, not the same as the Natural in terms of the espresso. The Natural was much more of an espresso, a heavier roasted coffee. And when I say espresso, I mean like the sensation of drinking very heavily coffee. This is more subtle. This is more kind of hard to explain, but this is more towards a smoother, slightly milder, but at the same time stronger. I know that sounds weird, but slightly milder, but smoother, more subtle coffee. So you don't get that big oomph, you don't get that big punch that you get with the Natural, which is a really strong, burn your sinuses coffee. It has a nice smell to it, like most cigars. The burn was not the best in the world. It required two touch-ups, two pretty major touch-ups. Unfortunately, Maduros don't burn as well as Naturals, so yeah, the Maduro burned not great, but not a problem. Just about the halfway point, it was burning a little bit wonky, so I had to give it two touch-ups. Maybe another week or two of humidor storage would help, and maybe that would help in general, but I don't know. The It lasted for 1 hour, so definitely a longer burn time than the natural by about 10-15 minutes or so. Yeah, about 10 minutes or so. So you get a longer burn time. Excuse me. Overall, pretty good cigar, like most Padrones. 8 out of 10 for rating. So, personally, when I compare the Natural Series Churchill to the Maduro Churchill, I prefer the Natural. Because the Natural had a more stronger, really deep roasted coffee flavor. This has a different coffee flavor. It's still a coffee flavor, you'll recognize it, but it's a different kind of coffee flavor. It's really hard to explain until you've experienced it. It's kind of like comparing a mocha coffee to, which is the Maduro, to more like a more regular coffee, like a hazelnut coffee. So, but still fantastic. I just wish it burned a little bit better, and maybe another 2 or 3 weeks of humidor storage would help. So, a couple weeks of humidor storage. Anyway, great cigar, 8 out of 10 for rating, very high average in my book because I go on a grading scale. Anyway, this has been the Padron Series Churchill Maduro 6.9 by 46. So, again, about this long, about this wide. Anyway, comment, rate, subscribe, press 1, 2. And yeah, so I'll be doing a couple more cigar reviews in the near future. Then I'll be going back to doing bulk pipe tobacco reviews. Anyway, comment, rate, subscribe, press 1, 2, like the video, share the video, rate, subscribe, and bye.